Amazon's famous Prime Day came and went and came with a lot of victories as well as some defeats and some long-term concerns.
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, Movie Pass,
Google,
Facebook, eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon, Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and well, Prime Day, Amazon's big shopping day galore, Galavanza, whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a day that Amazon concocted themselves to pretty much figure out how can we sell more stuff than we already do, and they decided to make Prime Day a day that if you are an Amazon Prime member, you get a lot of great deals and all that stuff. I personally am not a Prime member. This probably will not come as a surprise, and I did not buy anything on Amazon Prime Day, at least nothing from them. And well, here's the thing. I kind of was like, every time there's a Prime Day that comes along, I was like, man, I hope this is the year that they fail. I hope this is the year that people wake up, they see this event for what it is, they see what it's doing. I mean, yeah, a lot of you are saying like, well, it's free stuff or it's cheap stuff. Like, that's what they're doing. It's like, yeah, but oh, anyway, I've got this big concern about, Amazon and the economy. Well, anyway, let's look at this, because here's the thing. There's several things to talk about here. First of all, Amazon Prime Day was bigger than its Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. This is obviously a good thing for them. You look and it says, Amazon said this year's Prime Day was once again the largest shopping event in its history. The company said sales from its two-day shopping event surpassed its sales for last year's Black Friday and Cyber Monday combined. Amazon didn't reveal specific figures like revenue. Okay. It also doesn't typically disclose number for specific shopping days, with the only glimpse of sales being in its quarterly earnings. So how can you trust them? I don't know. A record number of Prime members in the United States shopped during the extravaganza, according to Amazon. In total, Prime members globally bought more than 175 million items. Prime Day was also successful for Amazon's line of deeply discounted gadgets, in which the biggest event ever for electronics, which encompasses the Fire TV Stick, Echo Smart speakers, and Fire tablets, among others. And I will say, I was tempted, very, very briefly, to get a couple Kindles, because I like my e-readers. And the Kindle devices are nice, whatever you might say. But I held my ground. I said, no, not gonna do it. Well, here's the thing. This on the surface might seem like a really good thing. Like, hey, look, you see, there's Bezos. He's happy, selling all the stuff, all the items. And yet there's a dark side to this. For the first thing, other companies are starting to figure out the shtick. Now, the headline is unfortunately cut out of this, I realize, but the headline over here, for whatever it's worth, says, Postmates launches first annual Prawn Day. I wonder where they got that idea, where it says, Postmates, the leader in delivering anything on demand, announced today its first annual Prawn Day, celebrating 2 days of deals on select prawn-related merchants on Postmates. Customers who visit the app will find Prawn Day themed content and deals, ensuring that anyone who is primed to take advantage of some of the most anticipated offers in online retail can fuel their hunger on demand. So obviously that's a play on what Amazon's doing. So when Postmates is launching their own version of Prime Day, people have caught on. And by the way, there was like Best Buy had their own online deals, JCPenney had their own online deals, Barnes & Noble had their own deals. And what was also nice about these deals is that, well, you didn't necessarily have to be a member of any of their clubs to get the deals. Now, that was kind of the minor thing that the competitors are starting to catch on, and hey, they can have their own Prime Day deals if they so choose. However, there is more to this, because Amazon workers struck that day. And it says right here, at a time of rising activism among workers, some Amazon employees are using Prime Day to protest their pay, working conditions, and a range of other issues. Prime Day is the biggest event of the year for Amazon, which has built one of the most efficient supply chains in the world, but some warehouse workers say they face too much pressure to fulfill deliveries orders as it is. And now Amazon is moving to offer free one-day shipping for Prime members. Not going to work in the long run, at least that's my prediction. Workers worry that change will increase the strain they're under. Quote, "We're humans, not robots," William Stoltz, an Amazon warehouse worker in Shakopee, Minnesota, told CNN Business. "They're treating us like machines because you are a machine to them. You are absolutely a machine to Amazon. They don't care about you." In Shakopee, an estimated 100 workers at an Amazon warehouse are expected to walk out Monday in protest of the pace they have to work on the job. The Shakopee protests are one of several on Prime Day, which will run for 2 days this year. Amazon, however, defended its pay and worker policies. A spokesperson said the company offers industry-leading pay of $15 an hour, benefits, and a safe workplace for our employees. Yeah, it's not very safe because, I've reported on this, other people have reported on this, the long-term injuries that people suffer when they work at an Amazon warehouse for any extended period of time is usually irreversible and very painful. It's not a safe place to work. It's kind of like driving your car all the time at Uber. Yeah, it'll work for a while, but at some point that car is going to break down, and so too will your body if you work at Amazon a long time. Now, here's the thing. We've had these protests before, these strikes, as they are, on Prime days, and they have effectively never done much. In fact, considering how good the sales are, you would think that this would probably not be doing much. However, there's actually some evidence to suggest that it did do something, as people are apparently canceling their Amazon Prime memberships to support the worker protest. And here's how you can cancel yours. We will actually share that part. So, some online shoppers say they're canceling their Prime memberships in support of Amazon worker strikes and protests happening around the world on Prime Day, which kicked off on Monday. Thousands of Amazon workers in the US and Germany are striking amid the 40-hour deals event, and protests in UK, Spain, and Poland are planned on Monday and Tuesday. Orhan Akman, the federal secretary of the German Union Verdi, told Business Insider in a statement that Amazon warehouse workers were, quote, deprived of a living wage. Smart Applebaum, the president of the Retail, Wholesale, and Department Store Union, mentioned the extended deals window and Amazon's recent commitment to one-day shipping for Prime orders. Quote, by doubling Prime Day's duration and halving the delivery time, the company is testing hundreds of thousands of workers' physical limits as though they're trained athletes, Applebaum told Business Insider. An Amazon representative pushed back these claims in a statement to Business Insider, because of course they would, saying these groups are conjuring misinformation to work in their favor, and when in fact we already offer the things they purport to be their cause: industry-leading pay, benefits, and a safe workplace for our employees. Well, actually, you're kind of ignoring the whole overwork thing, and that, at least, yeah, you might be giving industry-leading pay, but guess what? They're still saying it's not enough, so there you go. People on Twitter urged shoppers to not only boycott Amazon on Prime Day, but cancel their Prime memberships as the ultimate show of solidarity to warehouse workers and delivery workers. And here's one from Jen Simmons. Boycott Amazon today and tomorrow. Don't cross the picket lines. Help demand better working conditions for all jobs at companies like Amazon. I've been meaning to cancel my Prime membership for a while. I just canceled it right now to send an even strong message. I think she meant stronger, that I don't want to do business with companies that treat warehouse and delivery workers the way Amazon does, but buy Amazon Prime. Although she didn't tag Amazon in there, so Someone on social media said workers were protesting Amazon's appalling working conditions and called the company a scourge on workers around the world. You can see some more tweets there. Others voiced opposition to Amazon's corporation, and all this, yeah. So, but basically, here's how to cancel your Amazon Prime membership if you want to join support, and I encourage you to personally. 1. Log into your Amazon account, hover over Accounts and Lists at the top right of the homepage, and on the drop-down menu that appears, click your Prime membership. 2. On your Prime membership page, look at the left and select End Membership and Benefits. On the next page, Amazon will remind you how much you've saved on shipping fees in the past year with Prime. If you still want to cancel, click End My Benefits. You'll be asked to confirm your cancellation on 2 subsequent screens. Select Continue to Cancel and Cancel Membership to finalize your Prime cancellation. So that's how you do that. Now let's be a little honest about something. I'm going to be frank and say that I'm sure not all of the Amazon Prime cancelations are because of the protest. In fact, it's not even that unusual for people to sign up for Prime for like a day or two, get the deals, and then cancel after a 30-day free trial is up or after they've just paid for 1 month. This is absolutely very true. And it's getting more and more frequent, by the way. A lot of people don't want to pay a full year of the Amazon Prime. It's getting a little bit more expensive these days. Granted, I reluctantly say this, it's a great deal if you buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, but a lot of people don't want to be paying that kind of money. And then when you combine those with the people who are actually canceling in protest of the workers' condition, this could be a problem for Amazon. And then you have other companies who've figured this out. And hey, when Amazon advertises Prime Day, that's time for people to advertise their own version of Prime Day. They can't call it that per se, but they can have great deals too. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Prime Day from this point on, because it's clearly a little tainted at this point in some people's eyes. It's not selling the Prime memberships the way it used to, at least not enough people could keep it. And yet it's still breaking world records. So who knows? It's a very complicated, messy situation. However, I would like to know what you think about this. Did you buy anything from Prime Day? And if so, what did you buy? I am curious. I like to know what people get. Or did you sit this one out? And are you a Prime member? Are you going to keep your membership? Or are you going to cancel in solidarity? Or do you have a more complicated answer to all these questions? I would love to know. So comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, if gas prices are getting you just a little down, check us out at the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. If you want more content from me, subscribe to my other YouTube channels, Kevin T. Rodriguez and the Apptrepreneur Vlogs. And finally, if you want to talk to me and other fellow online e-commerce shoppers, check us out on Facebook at the Apptrepreneur Hangouts. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.